Oh, yeah. Hmm. It's a little early this morning. It's only 6:54. Yeah. Hmm. And I was looking through this index of the encyclopedia. There seemed to be some sort of perception that since you're homeless, there's no obligation to enforce the rights of the homeless. Now, I'm sitting here this morning without having anybody actually having enforced the laws. Yes. And I was thinking of this guy, Henry Beecher Ward. Yes. He was a U.S. preacher, teacher, lecturer, and editor. Born in Litchfield, Connecticut, famous also in anti-slavery agitation. And he was elected to the Hall of Fame. Yes. But the Hall of Fame that I'm aware of is the Baseball Hall of Fame. Yeah. It might be something that I'd like to be involved in the Hall of Fame. I might have to get the letter B of the encyclopedia. Yeah. Then there's the beef. Oh, and then there's the beehive. Yeah. But then there's Beelzebub. Oh, in the Old Testament, a heathen god of healing. In the New Testament, the devil. Yes. You know, has somebody been talking to the devil lately? I might have to get the letter B of the encyclopedia. Yes. Now, there's a concern that I have. Yes. I thought somebody wanted to cover up no less than 4 felonies. Yes. And I've been emailing those in the legal profession, and they kind of thought, well, why don't you go ahead and take our retirement since we have all these clauses in their retirement plans? Poop. Now, this is confirmation. It's a religious ceremony. Yes. In many Christian churches, considered a sacrament by some, admits participants to full church privileges. Now, in Judaism, ceremony that affirms young people as mature members of the faith. Now, I provided the actual documentation of myself being confirmed. In the Lutheran Church at St. Mark's Lutheran Church in Spokane, Washington. It might be that Pastor Fitch still remembers me or some of those that I went through confirmation with. Yes. Now, I know your thought was, well, we're just going to say the guy is crazy. Yes. He's a homeless man that's mentally ill, that doesn't understand that when you're informed of actual crimes, you have an obligation to enforce the law. Yes. And for all of those that have been confirmed in any religion of the world, oh yes, you were probably crazy to do that. Now there's what's known as Guam, southernmost of the Mariana Islands, a U.S. territory, possibly discovered by Ferdinand Magellan in 1521, ceded by Spain to the United States in 1898. There's a noted naval base and transshipment center there. Yes. Now the capital is Agana, and I've actually been to that location. Yes. See, when my wife abducted my sons and I went to jail for 10 days, I went up to visit with the Archbishop of the Catholic Church there on Guam. Yes. In fact, I emailed a guy named Martinez, I think his name was, a letter of need. Yes. Put it on my drive. Yeah. Thinking about Guam and the various individuals that live there. Yes. I thought for sure that I had communicated with the United States territory of Guam. Yes. That when you don't enforce the expungement order of a foreign court, yes, there could be a crime in that. Now, I could look at Guam again because I did notice that there was some Spanish influence. Yeah. I went to a few of the Catholic churches there and had breakfast with one Catholic priest. Yes. And got prayed on by another Catholic priest, and I went to a couple of different convents there. Yeah. Then there's that Catholic seminary that I went to, where I went to read a book there. Yeah. And it seemed that I'm really not crazy. Now, I thought, yes, that when you did know about crime, you had to enforce the law and you couldn't cover things up. Yes. Now, just looking through this index here, oh, there's what's known as a motel. A hotel near highway where motorists can spend night. Yes. Usually built as a series of living units in front of which motorists can park their cars. Odd name from combining words motorist and hotel. That's kind of interesting that they call a hotel a motel. Yes, because of the cars that park there. Ouch! Now I know, okay. You're thinking of all the motels that you've been to. Yes. I've stayed at numerous motels in the Clallam County. Uh-huh. I stayed at the Sundowner for a couple weeks. Yes. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. And then I stayed at, well, the Holiday Inn out there. Yes, yeah, I did. I stayed at the Sportsman. Boop, boop. Quite often when you're homeless and you're able to get a hotel room, I noticed there seemed to be some sort of alternate form of economy. Yes, where if I was not in the family, I could not get a room. Oh, then there's that hotel tax. Yes. It's, well, why don't you get me the individual taxes of all of those in the hotel and beverage industry in each and every state of the United States that you pay an additional amount of tax to rent a motel room? Yes, because I thought that I was good. Let's do some fucking right now. I talk to you for a second. Now, it could be, okay, it could be, okay, that there's some sort of problem with enforcing the laws. Yes. Now, I thought I had emailed the Peninsula Daily News. Yes. I thought I had emailed the Seattle Times. Yes. And then there's a spokesman review as if those in the newspaper fucking